Let's start tonight's Okuni Jiman session. Good evening, everybody. 皆さん、こんにちは. And welcome to the 16th installment of Okuni Jiman. I love my hometown. And we're very happy to say that we have covered 1/3 of all the Japanese prefectures. And it's a milestone for us. And we have been working since February of 2021. And I really like to thank the organizers, my fellow colleagues in the organizing committee, as well as the people who have taken the time to do the presentation. And of course, everybody who has signed up and participated in our sessions. And I am sure that there are a lot of regulars now while we sign up. So thank you very much to everybody. ありがとうございました. So, okay, so in this session, we will be covering actually one of my favorite prefectures in Japan. I used to travel there quite a bit, Okinawa. When we started planning for this, we realized that there's a lot of material has to be covered. So we decided to split into part 1 and part 2. So part 1, we'll do it tonight. And on part 2, we will do it on Friday, June 23rd, BC time, and Saturday, June 24th. More information will be sent out to you later. Okay, now I would like to pass it on to tonight's presenters. She's from Okinawa, currently living in Vancouver. Himeno san.
Good evening. Konbanwa.
Okay. So before I would pass on the microphone to her, please remember that please turn off your mic, set your mic to mute on the Zoom. And if you have any questions or comment, please use the chat function on the Zoom. Okay, so we'll spend the next hour or so getting a bit of an introduction and overview of Okinawa. So Himeno-san, it's all yours.
Yes. Can I start it?
Yes, yes.
Haitai gisi ya chuga nabira wanne Uchina ya ichiman kara chabitan yazaki Himeno yaibin chuya yutashiku unige sabira. 皆さんこんにちは。沖縄不思議発見の世界へようこそ。今回のお国自慢は沖縄がテーマということで、沖縄県出身の私、湯崎夢乃がプレゼンターを務めさせていただきます。本日はよろしくお願いします。Hi everyone, welcome to Okinawa Mystery Discovery. My name is Himeno Yozaki. I'm originally from Okinawa, but I'm currently living in Vancouver as a college student. Nice to meet you guys. 日本本土から少し離れた場所に位置する沖縄はミクストダイバーシティを意味するチャンプルーという言葉があります。沖縄の自然、文化、歴史、それぞれのチャンプルーを探しに沖縄ツアーへ一緒に出かけましょう。Okinawa is located way down south to main island Japan, and Okinawa has a unique culture, language, and history. And there's a word, champuru, which means mixed and diversity. Let's go on a tour of Okinawa to discover its nature, culture, history, and respect for champuru. So, では次のスライドお願いします。さて、出発前に少しだけ自己紹介をさせてください。私、湯崎夢乃は沖縄県糸満市出身の21歳大学生です。大学は横浜市立大学ですが、現在は休学をしていて、バンクーバーにあるコーナーストーンコミュニティカレッジでコープ留学をしています。スポーツと旅行と沖縄が大好きで、バンクーバーに来てからは沖縄の創作エイサーと三振を始めました。創作エイサーについてはまた後ほど紹介いたします。人と文化の多様性に興味があり、世界の沖縄県警指定と沖縄の若者をつなぐ World Youth Uchina Association に WUN に2年半ほど所属しています。Now, before we start our journey, let me introduce myself. I was born and raised in Intoman City, Okinawa, and I'm 21 years old. I am a student at Yokohama State University, but have taken a year off to study at Cornerstone Community College in Vancouver as a co-op student. I love sports, traveling, and Okinawa. And since coming to Vancouver, I have taken up Okinawan Creative Acer, which is traditional dancing with pop music influence with sanshin Okinawa traditional guitar. I will introduce more about Creative Acer later. And I'm interested in human and cultural diversity and have been a member for about 2.5 years of the World Youth Uchinanchi Association, UR, which connects Okinawan youth with Okinawan descendants around the world. 次お願いします。次に沖縄県について。沖縄県は日本の南西に位置する面積2281平方キロメートル、人口 145.7 万人の県です。160ある島々のうち37の有人島があります。Next, let's look at Okinawa. It is located the southeast of Japan with an area 2,281 square kilometers and a population of 1,457,000. The total land mass is slightly smaller than Metro Vancouver, and there are 160 islands, and 37 are inhabited. 次お願いします。沖縄本島の大きさはバンクーバーアイランドの約27分の1の大きさです。The surface of main island of Okinawa is about 127, the size of Vancouver Island. It is about half of the prefectural total and area. 次お願いします。バンクーバーから沖縄本島の那覇空港に行く方法を3つ紹介します。1つ目は日本の成田空港を経由する方法。2つ目は台北国際空港を経由する方法。そしてもう1つはインチョン国際空港を経由する方法です。ちなみに成田空港から那覇空港までは、飛行機で3時間ほどかかります。From Vancouver, there are 3 ways to get to Naha Airport on the main island of Okinawa. And one is by Narita Airport in Japan. The second one is by Taipei International Airport in Taiwan. And then third is by Incheon International Airport in Korea. By the way, it takes about 3 hours from Narita Airport to Naha Airport by train. それではいよいよ沖縄ツアーに出発です。皆さん、用意はできていますか？ Now it's time to depart for Okinawa tour.Is everybody ready? 次、お願いします。
This train is for YVR Airport. Je me sens si seul sans ta voix, sans ton corps. Quand tu n'es pas là, oh mais viens près de moi. Je ne connais rien de toi, ni ton nom, ni l'âge que tu as. Et pourtant, tu ne regretteras pas, car je donne tout pour ma chérie, ma chérie. 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 Je suis sur un piédestal.
続けて次の動画もお願いします。美しい砂浜、穏やかな波の音、 まずやってきたのは沖縄県北部の本部町にある美砂海岸。沖縄といえばやっぱりこの景色ですね。エメラルドグリーンに輝く海は国内外の人々を引きつける沖縄観光の貴重な資源です。でもどうして沖縄の海は澄んでいて砂浜は白いのでしょうか。Beautiful thunder beaches, the sound of gentle waves. First, we arrive at Bise Beach in Motobu, located in the north part of Okinawa. This is the image that you have when you think about Okinawa. The emerald green ocean is a precious resource for tourism in Okinawa, attracting people from Japan and abroad. But do you know the reason why the sea in Okinawa is so clear and the beach is so white? それは沖縄がサンゴに囲まれているからです。この写真は沖縄本島から船で15分行ったところにあるみんな島の写真です。写真の奥の深い青と違って島の周りは海が淡い青色になっています。この淡い青色の部分がサンゴ礁が分布している部分です。サンゴ礁が防波堤になっているため島の周りは波が穏やかになっており高波から守られます。そして役目を果たして死んでしまったサンゴの骨は白くなり砂浜にたどり着くため沖縄にはホワイトビーチが形成されます。This is because Okinawa is surrounded by coral. This photo shows Mina Island, 15 minutes boat ride from the main island of Okinawa. Unlike the deep blue coral in the back of the picture, the sea along the island is pale blue. This pale blue area is where the coral reefs are found. Because the coral reefs act breakwater, the waves around the sea are calmer and protected from high waves. The bones of coral reefs that have fulfilled their roles and die turn white, ending up on the sandy beaches, forming the white beaches of Okinawa. 次お願いします。また、サンゴは海のダイバーシティを作ります。サンゴと共生するポリプと呼ばれる生物が CO2 を吸収して酸素を出す働きをするため、地球全体の 0.01% の面積しかないサンゴ礁の中では、約9万種類以上の生物が生活しているそうです。世界には約600から800種類のサンゴがいると言われていますが、沖縄ではそのうち約200種類が確認されていて、世界一のサンゴの多様性を誇っています。Also, corals create diversity in the ocean, and this is because organisms called polyps, which can coexist with corals, absorb CO2 and emit oxygen. And coral reefs, which overall only 0.01% of the entire Earth, it is said that more than 90,000 species of organisms live there. And Okinawa boasts the world's greatest diversity of corals, with about 200 of them confirmed of 600 to 800 species of corals found in the world. 次、お願いします。そんな沖縄の海の多様性について詳しく、そして楽しく知ることができる施設があります。それは本部町にある美ら海水族館です。巨大水槽越しに沖縄の海を体感してみてはいかがでしょうか。ちなみに巨大水槽に隣接するカフェもカップルにおすすめのデートスポットですよ。There's a place where you can learn more about the diversity of the Okinawan Sea in detail and in a fun way. It is the Chirumi Aquarium located in Motobucho in the northern part of the main island Okinawa. and you can experience the Okinawan Sea through a giant aquarium tank. By the way, the cafe next to this tank is a recommended date spot for couples. 次、お願いします。一方で、沖縄のサンゴは温暖化や天敵オニヒトデの増加、埋め立て工事、赤土の流出などにより発火してしまうという危機にもあります。島の自然や人々、そして今や観光資源となった美しい海を守るために、サンゴの保護が欠かせません。恩納村のサンゴ畑では、サンゴの養殖体験をすることができます。小さなお子さんも一緒に楽しむことができるので、ぜひ体験してみて、また今度沖縄に来たときに、またその成長を見に遊びに来てくださいね。On the other hand, color in Okinawa isn't in danger of dying out or bleaching due to the global warming and an increase in the number of starfish, the natural enemy of coral, landfill construction, and wet soil runoff. And coral protection is essential to preserve the island's nature as people and the beautiful ocean that has now become the tourism resource. At the coral field in Onna village, visitors can experience coral cultivation. You can enjoy the experience with small children, so I hope that you tried it and come back to see it next time you visit Okinawa. 次お願いします。さて、海の次は森です。沖縄に森のイメージはありますか？沖縄県北部に広がるこの森は県民にやんばるの愛称で親しまれ、2021年には世界自然遺産に登録されました。Now, next to the sea, we have the forest. Did you have an image forest in Okinawa? This forest, which stretches across the northern part of Okinawa Prefecture, is nicknamed Yambaru by the people in Okinawa and was registered as a World Natural Heritage Site in 2021. 次、お願いします。沖縄は北緯27度の位置にあり、亜熱帯地域です。しかし、世界の同緯度の地域を見ると、カリフォルニアのバハやサハラ砂漠、インドのベンガル砂漠など乾燥帯の地域がほとんどです。暖流の黒潮と季節風によって一年中暖かい沖縄の亜熱帯気候は世界的にも希少なのです。Okinawa is located at 27 degrees northern latitude and it's in subtropical region. However, most of the world's regions at the same latitude are in the arid zone, such as Baja in California, the Sahara Desert, and the Bengal Desert in India. Okinawa's subtropical climate warmed all year round by the warm Kuroshio current and seasonal winds is rarely in the world. And さて、カナダの森と沖縄の森はどう違うのでしょうか？ So, what is the difference between Canadian forest and Okinawan forest? 次お願いします。カナダと沖縄では木の種類が全く異なります。カナダの森は 68% が針葉樹でできていますが、やんばるはほとんどが常緑広葉樹です。また沖縄は亜熱帯に属していて、冷帯や、温帯に属する日本本土とは異なる気候、植生になっています。The species of trees in Canada and Okinawa are completely different. Canadian forests are made up of 68% coniferous trees, while Yambaru is mostly evergreen broad-leaved forest. Okinawa also belongs to the subtropical zone, which has a different climate and vegetation than main island Japan, which is the temperature or cool zone. Sorry. 次、お願いします。そんなやんばるの森も多様性にあふれています。 やんばるには日本に住む鳥類の約半分の種類とカエルの4分の1の種類が発見されています。また、森の生物には多くの固有種が生息しています。ヤンバルクイナやノグチゲラ、ナミエカエル、ヤンバルテナガコガネなど、たくさんの固有種が生息していますが、もともと数が少ないため、絶滅危惧種のものがほとんどです。And the Yambara forest is also full of diversity. Half of the bird species and a quarter of the frog species living in Japan are found in Yambara. The forest is also home to many species found there. The Yambara whale, the Noguchi woodpecker, which is Yambarukuina, the Namie frog, that is Namie gaeru, and the Yambar long-armed scrumped beetle, is Yambaru tenagakokane, and many other endemic species live there, but their numbers are small to begin with, and many of them are endangered. 次、お願いします。さて、次はマングローブカヤック体験です。沖縄の海、やんばるの森ときて、次に欠かせないのがこのマングローブなんです。Next up is kayaking the mangroves. After Okinawa's ocean and Yambaru forest, the mangroves are the next essential part of the island. 次、お願いします。マングローブとは熱帯や亜熱帯地域の河口に生えている植物のことで、淡水と寒水が混ざり合う、つまりチャンプルーされる場所で育ちます。マングローブはサンゴのように CO2 を吸収して酸素を生み出したり、防災林としての機能も果たします。また、マングローブ林は多様な生物の住処となり、そしてマングローブの落ち葉も食物連鎖を支えるため、マングローブは海の命のゆりかごと言われています。Mangroves are plants that grows in the tropical and subtropical region and at the river mouths, where a mixture of fresh and sea waters are channeled. Mangroves absorb CO2 to produce oxygen and also prevent natural disasters, same as corals. Mangrove forests are also home to a wide variety of organisms, and their leaves support the wood chain, making mangroves the cradle of life at the sea. 次、お願いします。そして南国沖縄といえばフルーツです。亜熱帯の太陽をいっぱい浴びたフルーツはとっても美味しいです。特にアセロラ、パイナップル、マンゴー、シークワーサーは沖縄が生産量全国1位です。他にもパッションフルーツやタンカン、パパイヤ、ドラゴンフルーツ、島バナナ、アテモヤ、スターフルーツ、ワワなど南国フルーツがたくさん取れます。Also, Okinawa is famous for fruits. Fruits bathed in the subtropical sun are very delicious. In particular, Okinawa is the largest producer of acerola, pineapple, mango, shikwasa in Japan. Other tropical fruits such as passion fruit, tangerine, papaya, dragon fruits, island banana, atemoya, star fruits, and guava are also popular. 次お願いします。ここでクイズです。沖縄で一番古くから栽培されているフルーツは次のうちどれでしょう？ 1. アセロラ 2. パイナップル 3. マンゴー 4. シークワーサー Here's a quiz. Which fruit has been cultivated for the longest time in Okinawa? Number 1, acerola. Number 2, pineapple. Number 3, mango. And number 4, shikwasa. Okay, then let me check the answer. Are you ready? 次お願いします。 答えは4番のシークワーサーです。琉球列島が大陸から離された200万年前から沖縄にあるそうです。ちなみにアセロラは65年、パイナップルは155年、マンゴーは126年前から沖縄で育てられています。The answer is number 4, Shikwasa. It has been since around 2 million years ago when the Ryukyu Islands were separated from the continent. Acerora has been grown in Okinawa for 65 years. Pineapple has been for 155 years ago, years, and mango has been for 126 years. 次、お願いします。1日目のツアーはいかがでしたでしょうか？ツアー2日目は沖縄本島中部に移動します。1日目の自然体験とは打って変わって、ここからは少しディープな沖縄旅へ出かけましょう。Did you enjoy the day 1 of the tour? On day 2 of the tour, we will move to the central part of the main island. In contrast to the nature experienced on the first day, let's go a little deeper about Okinawa. 次、お願いします。やってきたのは那覇市首里にある世界文化遺産の首里城です。2019年の火災があり、現在は2026年完成を目安に復元工事が進められています。今から遡ること570年、沖縄はかつて琉球王国と呼ばれる一つの国でした。島にはグスクと呼ばれるお城がいくつもあり、1429年には中山の王だった小橋が各地のアジと呼ばれる有権者たちを一つにまとめました。そしてその拠点となったのがここ首里城です。Here's Shuri Castle, a World Heritage Site located in Shuri, Naha City. There was a fire in 2019 and restoration work is currently underway with a target completion date of 2026. Going back 570 years, Okinawa has once a country called the Ryukyu Kingdom. There were a number of castles called Gusku on the island, and in 1429, Shohashi, the king of Central Mountain, untitled influential people called Aji from various regions. As a result, Shuri Castle became the base of this unification. よく見ると、北京にある紫禁城によく似ていると思いませんか？琉球王国の文化は中国文化の影響を大きく受けました。中国と朝貢殺風関係を結び、中国を中心としたアジア社会の仲間入りをしました。そして盛んに中国や日本、アジアの国々に出かけていき、たくさんの品物の売り買いを行いました。その頃の那覇の港は海外から運ばれたものや外国人であふれたと言われています。琉球をハブとして各国が交易を行ったことから、この貿易は中継ぎ貿易または中継貿易と呼ばれています。If you look closely, does it look like the Forbidden City in Beijing? The culture of Ryukyu Kingdom was greatly influenced by Chinese culture. It formed a tribute system with China and became a member of the Asian Society centered on China. And its people actively traveled to China, Japan, and other Asian countries to see and buy many goods. And it is said that the part of Nahar at the time filled with goods brought from overseas and foreigners. This trade is called transit trade because Ryukyu serves as a hub for trade between countries. 次、お願いします。中国とのつながりは首里城正殿の龍の爪の数からも知ることができます。 日本本土で見られる竜の爪の数は3本ですが、中国の紫禁城では5本、そして首里城では4本となっています。これは諸説ありますが、皇帝の象徴であった5本の爪に敬意を払っていたためだと言われています。The connection to China can be seen in the number of dragon claws on the main hall of Shuri Castle, while the number of dragon claws seen in main island of Japan is 3. But in the forbidden city, it is 5, and in Shuri Castle, it is 4. There are various theories as to why this is the case, but it is said to be due to the respect paid to the 5 crows, which was the symbol of the Chinese emperor. 次、お願いします。こちらは王家の別荘、式名園です。ここは、外国の指針を接待するときにも使われました。ここは唯一琉球文化と中国文化、そして日本文化をチャンプルーして作られた場所です。常夏の沖縄でも日本のように春には梅の花の香りが漂い、夏には藤の花、秋には貴重な花を楽しむように工夫がされていました。This is the Shikinayan, the royal villa. It was also used for entertaining foreign envoy. And this is the only place where Ryukyu China and Japan culture were combined. At that time, even in Okinawa, where it is always summer, it was designed so that visitors would enjoy the fragrance of plum blossom in spring and wisteria flowers in the summer and the flowers in the fall. And just like in Japan. そしてもう一つ、面白い工夫があります。それが次の動画です。この動画はアハゴンあずさの沖縄観光チャンネルさんからお借りした動画です。And one more thing, there's another interesting feature. It is shown the following video from a YouTube channel. お願いします。ありがとうございます。気づきましたか？なんと庭園からは海が見えないようになっています。今でこそ沖縄といえばオーシャンビューのホテルが人気ですが、当時は海が見えないようにすることで王の土地が広いように見せ、力を誇示したのです。Did you notice the future? From the garden, you can't see the ocean. Nowadays, when we think of Okinawa, hotels with ocean view are very popular. But in those days, not showing the ocean would make the kingdom's run look bigger to show off the king's power. 皆さん、沖縄に来る際は、海の見えない沖縄を見に来るのも通ですよ。ぜひ、式名園に実際に足を運んでみてくださいね。So when you visit Okinawa, it is neat to see Okinawa without seeing the ocean by going to Shikinaen. 次、お願いします。ここで少し王国時代の偉い身分の人々の住環境を説明します。当時の琉球王国では中国の風水というものを重視しました。客間は一番座と呼ばれ、いい方角とされる南東に配置しています。そして隣にある二番座には仏壇が置かれ、ご先祖様への祈りを捧げる場所になります。Now, let me explain a little about the living environment of the people with high status during the Ryukyu Kingdom period. At that time, Chinese Hunshi was considered important. The guest room, called Ichibanza, is located in the southeast part, which is considered as a good direction. The Nibanza next to it is where the bullshit altar is praised and where prayers are offered to ancestors. 次、お願いします。また、お家の前には貧墳と呼ばれる石垣の塀が置かれ、まっすぐしか歩けない中国の伝説の邪気の侵入を防いでいます。このように琉球建築は随所に風水の考えを取り入れています。In addition, a stone wall called Himpen is placed in front of the house to prevent the intrusion of the evil spirits of Chinese legend known to only work straight. Thus, Ryukyu architecture incorporates the idea of funshi everywhere. 一方、建築形式は日本本土の木造建築の流れを組んでいます。沖縄でヌチジアと呼ばれる形式は、自社建築に見られるもので、ほとんど釘を使用しないのが特徴の一つです。On the other hand, the architectural form takes the vein of the wooden design from main island of Japan. One of the architecturics style of this style, called Nichijiya in Okinawa, uses almost no nails are used as found in Japanese temples and shrines. 次、お願いします。バンコク診療の琉球として栄えたバンコク診療の琉球として栄えた琉球は、薩摩藩からの琉球侵略に降伏すると、朝貢貿易は続けるものの半分の独立国家となり、薩摩藩からの実効支配を受けます。そして1879年には強制的に日本に属することとなり、450年間続いた琉球王国は幕を閉じました。これを琉球処分と言います。Although the Ryukyu kingdom had flourished, it was invaded by the Satsuma clan. And also, although they continued the tribute system with China, it became a semi-independent state and was ruled in effect by Satsuma clan. In 1879, Ryukyu was forcibly admitted to Japan, bringing an end to the Ryukyu kingdom that existed for 450 years. This is called the Ryukyu disposition. 次、お願いします。こうして独自の歴史を歩んできた琉球ですが、その後も2度の移民政策や沖縄戦、米軍統治下時代、日本本土復帰など、さらに複雑な歴史をたどることになります。今回は沖縄の自然と琉球王朝時代についてお話ししました。さて、次回6月23日、金曜日には、そんな沖縄の近現代史と平和、文化、芸能についてお話しします。Ryukyu has had its own unique history, which has been further complicated by two immigration policies. The Battle of Okinawa during World War II, the period under U.S. military rule, and its return to Japan. This time, we'll talk about the nature of Okinawa and the Ryukyu dynasty. For part 2 of the presentation on Friday, June 23rd, I will talk about modern and contemporary history of Okinawa, featuring peace, culture, and performing arts. 次、お願いします。そして、私のこれまで訪ねてきた横浜やバンクーバーをはじめ、世界のウチナアンチコミュニティについても紹介します。I will also introduce the Uchina Network communities I have visited in Yokohama, Vancouver and around the world. 次、お願いします。そして最後にバンクーバーで私が所属しているバンクーバー沖縄太鼓のパフォーマンスの告知をさせてください。まずは先日パフォーマンスさせていただいたバンクーバー桜デイズジャパンフェアの動画をご覧ください。
OK?
ございます。
OK ですか？
And finally, I would like to announce the performance by Vancouver Okinawa Taiko, to which I belong in Vancouver. Please look at this video from Vancouver Sakura Days Japan Fair, where we listen to it performed. お願いします。ありがとうございます。画面の共有お願いします。そして5月27日、28日、あと6月11日にご覧の日程でイベントでパフォーマンスをさせていただきます。パフォーマンスを見ると次回の6月23日の旅もより楽しんでいただけると思いますので、ぜひお越しください。ご清聴ありがとうございました。We are performing at the following events on May 27th, 28th, and June 11th. I invite everyone to join us for the next trip on June 23rd, and I hope you enjoy the experience again. And thank you so much for listening today. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next trip. うわいまで、父歌耳装置一平二平でビタン。ありがとうございました。
Oh, thank you very much, sorry. Okay, thank you very much, Himeno. That was a wonderful presentation, and I look forward to the next one. If anybody has any questions for her about her presentation or about the Okinawa Taiko group, please write down on the chat function. Himeno-san, I have one question. Where do you practice the Taiko?
You mean what?
Where? And how often?
I practiced Taiko in Tozenji in Kokitlan. Yes. Is it Kokitlan?
Yeah, it's Kokitlan Tozenji. Yes, there's a Japanese Buddhist temple.
Yes.
日本のお寺、東禅寺というのはコキットがある日本のお寺で練習しているそうです。
はい。And then for how often? I practice every Monday, so once a week. But usually we have to practice at home, and after that we check each other. We check each other in Tozenji once a week. Okay.
But practicing at home with those big drums, do you get complaints from the neighbors?
Yeah, this is the things. Actually, I don't like use a taiko because it's it's louder. So I usually use with only bachi. That is only like stick.
Yeah, drumstick. Yeah, bachi.
Yeah, drumstick. Yes. So I want to practice more.
Okay, we have a question. can anybody join the ASA group?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think even you're not from Okinawa or not related to Okinawa, everyone can join, I think, because there's some members are not like from Okinawa, so yeah, I think anybody can join us.
Yes, we have Rika who said, I want to join in the
Oh,
comment. So I believe you have information on Facebook or on the web page on the internet about the group.
yes, we have, I think, let me check. Sorry.
Okay.
If you type Vancouver Okinawa Taiko in Instagram or Facebook,
Mhm.
you can see our account, and then if you like text through Instagram or Facebook, someone responds you to join. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
Wonderful.
okay?
Thank you. Okay, let's look at some of the practice, some of the other questions here. Could you tell me the title of the background music that was playing during the taiko performance?
The title is I forgot.
You forgot.
Jason, do you remember?
神々の歌。
Thank you so much. 神々の歌です。
Kamigami no uta. What does that mean in English? Or could you give a brief explanation?
About the title?
Yeah, the title. Yeah. What is the song about?
I never checked the meaning of this song, but I think it's about 神々。
日本語でいいですか？
いいですよ。はい。
僕、あの歌結構知ってて、
日
本の縄文時代の時の、日本語を歌詞にした歌ですね。なんかそういう宗教家とまではいかないけど、そういうのをテーマにした岩手出身のアーティストたちの曲だったと思います。
So the music that you heard in the background is actually the lyric comes from the Jomon period, the language that was used in Jomon period, which would be about 2,000 years ago. And it's not really religious, but there's some spiritual meaning to it. And the music itself originated from Iwate in northern Japan.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. Okay, here's some questions. Other questions. Is sanshin popular among young people in Okinawa? I guess the three-string guitar.
I don't think it's popular among young Okinawan people, because I think the normally and overall the Okinawan culture is not declining, but the number of young people who can play sanshin or like other Okinawan instrument is declining. So I don't think it's popular, but some of my friends can play sanshin, and then some of high school or junior high school introduce like sanshin practice in music class. So not common, but we have some chance to practice it.
Which leads to the question, why did you start practicing sanshin and also joining an Eisai group after you came to Vancouver?
Actually, I didn't like practice Acer nor like Sanshin in Japan or even in Okinawa, but after I came here, I saw the performance of Vancouver Okinawa Taiko at the Nikkei Center, and then I was impressed, and then I was like, oh, even in Vancouver, they love like Okinawan culture, and I wanted to, how can I say, feel the vibes of them. And then and I thought like if I joined the Vancouver Okinawa Taiko, I can feel like emphasis. I can feel the vibes of them.
Vibes, yeah.
So I wanted to feel the Okinawan vibes in Vancouver, and then also I'm interested before from how can I say before I can hear I'm already interested in like Okinawan community in around the world, so I wanted to join. That's why I started practice ASA and Sanshin.
Okay. All right. So you want to feel the vibes, and I think maybe the fact that you sort of miss things from home, you
Yes,
recognize by being in a different culture, different country, that some of the things from home is important to you.
exactly.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, just gonna start wrapping up, or we'll go to the next session. Before that, here's a question about food in Okinawa. I think you'll cover that in the next presentation, but the fruits that you introduced us, is it usually eaten fresh or incorporated into desserts? How are
Oh,
they eaten?
what? Sorry, I couldn't
How
hear
do
that.
you prepare the fruits? Is it eaten raw as is, or do you cook it or make something out of it, like a pudding or a cake? Or
I think both. I can say both because yeah, I don't come up with the example, but yeah, of course we eat without like cooking, but it's popular to eat with like ice cream, like juice, whatever. Even in like in these days, fun fact, in these days like drinking awamori, that is like traditional Okinawan sake.
yeah, liquor, distilled liquor.
Yeah, is a liquor is with like tropical fruits is becoming popular among young generation.
Mhm.
So I think the like tropical fruits is helping the declining of Okinawan liquor, awamori. So I think it's very good things.
Mhm. That's great. Yeah, aomori, anybody doesn't know, it's actually a very, very strong liquor. Some of them are up to 35, 40% strong as a vodka, and it's quite good, but you can't really drink that much. So maybe mixing with juice would help people enjoy it more. So, okay, so thank you very much for all the time for the questions. Thank you, everybody, for the questions. And next, we will go on to Chiho, who will give a presentation about the resident group, the native group of the Uchina group network group. So
はい、聞こえますか？
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go quickly. 最初から。Okay, はい。 Hi, my name is Chiho Higa. The president of WUA stands for World Youth Uchina Association. And one of our mission is to create links between young people in Okinawa and abroad. And we were in charge of a service called Uchina Network Consult. Am I saying right pronunciation? I don't know, but okay, committed by Okinawan Prefecture government. And so today I would like to explain about Uchina Network Consult, which called UNC. Okay, before I go, Uchina is an Okinawan word meaning Okinawa. And Okinawa is said to have a large immigration population. The Uchina Network is a link between people with blood ties to Okinawa and people who live in Okinawa, and also people who love Okinawa and want to connect with Okinawa. So the Uchina Network Consult was started in April 2021 as a platform to ensure the steady transfer of the domestic and overseas Uchina network to next generation. And we have 5 functions, but I'm gonna explain 2 topics today. One is promoting exchange activities. Past 2 years, we hold online events in collaboration with former exchange students and young people in Okinawan roots. Aside from introducing each countries and activities held by each Kenjinkai, and we also include time for participants from overseas and participants from Okinawa to interact freely with one another. And the second one is transmission and collection of information. We manage the World Uchina Network website. It is available in 4 languages, and we post information about Uchina Network related events and information. And like in Instagram and Facebook. And besides the website and SNS, we also run the YouTube account introducing Okinawan culture and the Uchina Network. So if you are interested in learning more Okinawa and connecting people who love Okinawa, and follow us, please. And also, it means a lot to me if you follow the UA accounts too. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Okay.
Hey, thank you very much. So anybody can ask some questions? So can anybody join this group? Chiho-san?
はい、大丈夫です。So everybody is just please join us.
I've noticed that you have information in, of course, in English, but also in Portuguese. Why Portuguese?
There's a lot of people who live in Brazil. So mainly like Brazil, Argentina, Peru, Bolivia. There's a lot of immigrants on Okinawa to that country. So we use it for language.
Oh, you have 4 languages, yes.
Yes.
So here's a question here. When did Okinawans first move to Canada? And historical, what did they do here in Canada?
Himenoさんわかりますか?
I don't have any idea, but let me check.
Yeah.
なんか諸説あって、ちょっと私、すみません、英語であれなんですけど。
大丈夫です。訳しますので、どうぞ。
はい。沖縄、ですね、1900の、1900年から1910年の間に移民されてるっていう説もあれば、ちょっとその前に移民されてるっていう説もあって、なんていうんですかね、研究者 が出した本だと、その1900年から1910年の間に、誰々が言ったっていうふうに載ってるんですけど、そうじゃないよっておっしゃっている、教会の方もいらっしゃって、なんていうんですかね、本当は多分その1900年前に移民されていると思うんですけど、書籍だとそう書かれているっていう感じです。
で当時、なぜ大量の沖縄県民が海外に移住されたんですか？
いくつか理由はあるんですけど、またすみません、日本語で説明なんですけど、
はい
きっかけとなったのが、当時は、沖縄県民は土地を、持ってなかったんですけれども、その土地を、持てるようになって、自分の資産だとか、ちょっとお金を蓄えられるというか、っていう風になったので、それを利用して、外に行けるようになったっていうのがまず一つなんですけど、でもその当時はやっぱり沖縄が、の生活状況が貧しかったっていうところもあって、出稼ぎっていう意味を込めても外に出られたっていう方もいらっしゃると聞いています。
So the question about how did a lot of Okinawans ended up moving, including to British Columbia, according to researchers, they started to immigrate back in the early 20th century. So we're talking about 1900s, 1910s. But there are some evidence available that some of them may have immigrated to Canada before that. So in the late 19th century. And the background is like, why did all these Okinawa people immigrated out to other countries? Is the first reason is that back then, the Okinawa people were not allowed to own properties, but they were allowed to own properties. So they had a bit of an asset, a little bit of investment, and they decided to invest people to go overseas. However, Okinawa at that time was quite poor. So it was, so many people decided they would work out to save money and bring back money or send money home. And that sort of started the large influx of immigrants out of Okinawa. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're just past 8 o'clock now. If anybody else have any questions. Yeah, so I understand a lot of Okinawans ended up in Hawaii too. And I believe that's because of the plantations, the fruits. なんか果物の栽培のためにハワイにたくさん移住されたんですね。Okay, so so we're coming down. So we're gonna ask Sho, our final presentation tutor. I like his background screen of the aquarium to wrap this session up. So Sho さんお願いします。
はい。ごめんなさい。英語はもう忘れてしまったので、日本語でやります。私は、12年前ですかね。2008年と2010年にサミーがやってた、学校に留学生として行って英語を勉強しました。で、それから、そこで、これ、would anyone translate for me, please?
できるけど、頑張って、英語で。
もうだいぶ忘れちゃいました。どうしましょ
う。どうぞ、日本語で。So, sorry guys, it's been 12 years since I studied under Sammy Takahashi. So I was living in Vancouver between 2008 2010.
はい。で、そこで、自己紹介するときにですね、I'm from Japan っていうのにすごい違和感があって、I'm from Okinawa って書いたちょっとスッキリした経験があります。
So back then, when I say I'm from Japan, I didn't really feel right about that. And when I started saying I'm from Okinawa, I felt much better about that myself.
はい。で、とは言っても沖縄のことってあまり勉強したことなかったので、その日からいろいろ沖縄のことを勉強し始めました。
But back then, I didn't really study too much about Okinawa, but since then, I have tried to learn as much as possible about Okinawa.
はい。で、それで、沖縄に帰ってきて、もっと沖縄のことを勉強しようと思ったときにですね、世界のウチナンチュ大会というお祭りが開催されるということを知りました。
So when I was trying to learn more about Okinawa, there was a world Okinawa people convention, a conference.
はい。で、この世界のウチナンチュ大会というのは、さっき地方から話のあった、移民していた人たちを沖縄にまたウェルカムしようという感じのお祭りです。
And this Uchina festival, as Shiho has mentioned, is to invite all these immigrants and their family to Okinawa, back to their roots.
1990年に初めての大会がありました。
The first conference was held in 1990.
で、当時、西目知事という方が、沖縄の基地問題のことで、アメリカに行っていろいろ偉い人と話をしたいという時になった時に、一つの県が国に挨拶に行くなんてとんでもないと言われてたんですけど、アメリカに、移民してすごい富を蓄えた方が、ちゃんと間を取り持ってくれて、沖縄の知事は、その沖縄の訴えをアメリカに持っていくことができました。
So back then, there was a governor by the name of Nishime, who was trying to deal with issues surrounding the U.S. military bases in Okinawa. And back then, it would have been unthinkable to have, let's say, a governor of a local government go all the way to the United States and meet with the U.S. government. But through a person with a lot of influence, that actually was made possible, and the governor was able to state his case to the U.S. government.
はい、でそこですごい沖縄出身の方たちにウェルカムしてもらって懇親会もしてもらって、それがきっかけでじゃあ皆さん移民先で頑張ってこられる方たちの感謝の気持ちを込めて沖縄で、歓迎したいので皆さんまた沖縄に来てくださいというのがウチナンチュ大会のスタートのきっかけだと聞いています。
So this Uchina conference started because while the governor and his delegation was in overseas, they got a very, very heartfelt welcome from the former Okinawa residents to people with the roots of the prefecture. And the governor invited, yeah, please come to Okinawa. And that's how the conference began.
はい。で、私や、比嘉地方が、ウチナンチュ大会に出会ったのが第5回の時で、どんどん次世代にこのつながりをつないでいこうということをテーマにしている時だったので、そこで活動をし始めて、どんどん若者たちにもこのコネクションを広げていきたいなというので活動をしていました。
So I became involved during the fifth conference held much a little bit later. And from that time, we try to focus on the younger generation to be more involved with the organization and the conference.
はい。で、今日発表した与崎夢乃さんも、その私たちが、やっていた世界のウチナンチュ大会の若者バージョンに参加した、後輩で、頑張っています。
And Himeno Yozaki, who gave the presentation today, was part of the Young People's Conference, and she has made a lot of contributions to it.
はい、どうしようかな。何話しているのか分からなくなってきました。こんな感じで、カナダの皆さんとも今日つながれてすごく嬉しいなと思っています。次回も、6月23日19時ですね、BC の時間だと。にも続きのお話、沖縄の近現代の話も面白い話がいっぱいあるので、楽しみにしていてくださると嬉しいです。
So, this concludes my presentation, my speech, and I'm very, very happy that I'm able to be involved with this presentation. And I look forward to the next presentation on June 23rd, and we'll talk something a little bit more contemporary during that time. So thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
すみません、少なくともありがとうございます。
Okay, lastly, we'll go to wrap up the session with Sammy Takahashi.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. As you can see, I was in Okinawa last week. This is my first Kaliushi where it's like Aloha shirt in the United States. It's my very first one. Very happy. Thank you so much, Himeno, introducing the rich culture and then a brief history of Okinawa. And also, I'd like to say thank you to Chiho, who told us about the Uchina Network in the world. And then Sho, thank you so much. Last November, I had an opportunity to go to Okinawa. I had dinner with Sho, and then approached Sho about this, Okinawan, I love my hometown edition, which we've been running with Mas Watanabe is our leader, and then our team has Miki Takabayashi, Kei Fujino, myself. As Mas said, this was the 16th installment of I love my hometown presentations. And then Okinawa has so much to show us. So we decided to divide them into two portions. And then as Sho and also Himeno and Chiho said, we're going to be doing the second part on June 23rd in Vancouver, Friday, 7 p.m. and then Saturday, 11 a.m. in Japan. Okay. Thank you very much for everybody. I deeply appreciate your participation today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sammy. And thank you very much, everybody. 皆様、どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。Thank you.
And we'll see you next month.
Yeah, see you next month.
来月お会いしましょう。
Thank you.
はい。またやさい。